What happens to your body every hour without sleep? Have you ever wondered what truly happens to your body as you push through the hours without sleep? It begins harmlessly, perhaps with a late-night binge watch or an all-nighter to meet a deadline. But as the hours tick by, your body starts changing, both inside and out. Today, we're diving deep into the silent storm of sleeplessness, hour by hour. Prepare to be shocked, enlightened, and maybe even a little scared as we uncover the devastating effects of sleep deprivation. Let's begin. If you're fascinated by the timeline of everything, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to HourEffect. Your support helps us create more engaging, time-based explorations just for you. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss a journey through time. In the first 2 hours of skipping sleep, you likely feel fine, maybe even energized. Your favorite show is playing. You're working late. Life feels manageable, but don't be fooled. Your brain is already paying the price. Behind the scenes, your neurons are working harder to keep you alert. You'll notice subtle lapses in memory, blanking on where you left an item or struggling to recall certain details. Reaction time slow, though it's barely noticeable. Meanwhile, your brain is laying the groundwork for fatigue to creep in. You might think you're doing okay, but remember, your body is already in overdrive to compensate for the missed rest. Fueling up on coffee? Good call, but it won't stop what's coming. Around 3 to 5 hours into sleep deprivation, the effects grow more pronounced. Cortisol, the stress hormone, begins to flood your system. You'll feel cranky, irritable, or even restless. That growing tension. It's your brain struggling to regulate emotions. Tasks that once felt natural, problem solving or creative thinking, now feel like swimming through mud. Your decision-making starts faltering too. Need to send an important email or have a meaningful conversation? Not on this little rest. Your brain simply isn't as sharp. These hours are the turning point where cracks in your performance become evident. As you march into the 6th, 7th, and 8th hour of sleeplessness, a fog settles over your mind. Forget multitasking. Focusing on a single task feels like scaling a mountain. Impulsivity grows as your brain's prefrontal cortex, the region responsible for rational thinking and self-control, struggles to stay active. In its absence, emotions take the steering wheel. Frustration seems sharper, sadness cuts deeper, and anger looms closer to the surface. This is also the point when physical fatigue begins to creep in. Your body's energy stores are running low, yet you continue to push on. Little tasks, folding laundry, reading texts, feel disproportionately exhausting. The fog doesn't just dim your thinking, it clouds your entire being. Now, the real trouble begins. Around the 9th to 12th hour of no sleep, your body starts to sound the alarm. Blood pressure rises. Your heart rate fluctuates as your body struggles to maintain equilibrium. Behind the scenes, your immune system begins to weaken. White blood cells responsible for fighting infections slow their activity. Emotionally, you'll notice even stronger swings. It's not just irritation anymore. It's outright instability, as though you have little control over your feelings. Simple disagreements feel monumental, and decisions that usually come easily now seem insurmountable. The longer you stay awake, the more fragile you become, both mentally and physically. And we're only half a day in. Once you cross the 12-hour threshold, the true cost of sleeplessness is undeniable. Your cognitive abilities, memory, clear thinking, and logical reasoning are in free fall. You might even experience microsleeps. These are brief, uncontrolled moments where your brain shuts down for seconds at a time. In the middle of walking, working, or dangerously driving. Imagine dozing off mid-sentence without realizing it. This is your brain pleading for rest. Hallucinations, both auditory and visual, aren't uncommon now. You may hear whispers in empty rooms or see shadows where there are none. Your body starts to feel detached, like you're watching yourself from afar. It's frightening and disorienting, but it's your mind doing its best to cope with extreme exhaustion. Your immune system's shutdown makes you vulnerable to every germ and illness passing by. Tasks like tying your shoes or completing a form feel nearly impossible. By now, both your body and brain are screaming for relief. By now, it should be clear, sleep is not optional. It's the foundation of how your body repairs itself. Without it, neurons misfire, immune systems weaken, and even your heart works overtime, wearing itself down prematurely. Sleep isn't just about resting, it's about rebuilding. During sleep, your brain detoxifies, clearing out harmful waste from neurons. Your organs recalibrate, your muscles repair, and your stress hormones return to normal levels. Deprivation doesn't just hurt today, it shortens tomorrow's. Chronic sleep deprivation can lead to severe, lasting consequences. Studies show that those who consistently get less than 6 hours of sleep have a higher risk of heart disease, diabetes, and even early death. It also disrupts the delicate balance of hormones that regulate hunger and metabolism, leading to weight gain over time. For many, though, the greatest damage is mental. Depression and anxiety thrive in sleepless bodies. Creativity dips, relationships strain, and everyday joy becomes harder to find. Imagine this: you have a big day tomorrow. You pour a third cup of coffee, determined to power through the night to prepare. But stop for a moment. At what cost? An unhealthy body, a shorter lifespan. Endlessly burning the candle at both ends reduces the light you have to enjoy. Here's the truth: just like proper nutrition and exercise, good sleep hygiene can drastically improve your quality of life. So how can you start? Create a routine. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Unplug before bed. No screens an hour before you sleep. Your brain needs time to wind down. Control caffeine and alcohol. Avoid stimulants late in the day. And don't let alcohol disrupt your sleep cycle. Design a sleep sanctuary. Make your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet. Reserve it only for sleep and relaxation. Practice these steps and start putting your health first. Sleep isn't a luxury, it's a basic necessity. The next time you're tempted to pull an all-nighter or shave an hour off your bedtime, remember this: you're trading your greatest asset, your health, for fleeting gains. Sleepless nights may seem harmless in the moment, but over time, they take more from you than you ever realize. So, here's my challenge to you. Prioritize your sleep. Protect it. Treasure it. Your body, your mind, and your future self will thank you. Because without sleep, every hour becomes a battle, and it's one you were never meant to fight. Sleep well and live better. This is HourEffect, signing off.